There were teams who wanted him. Man, the Spurs, right before the draft, forget what the actual trade offer was. The Spurs offered a lucrative package to get Ben Simmons. And Daryl Morey said, Ben Simmons cannot escape media attention, and he is bringing it upon himself as Daryl Morey continues to push. We are going to keep Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons actually said, no, I'm leaving. And the Phillies said, you know what? No, we're not going to trade him. Ben, come on, come to camp. Let's sort it out. And Ben said, no, I'm not coming. I'm not playing for you. And now we're in this situation where Ben Simmons is in LA. He is continuing to do his workouts, which we're going to watch a great offseason workout tape from Ben Simmons in a second. Continuing to do his workouts and doing his thing. He is dead against playing for the 76ers again. He is done with them. For some reason, I don't understand why the 76ers are not done with him. Pretty funny that Philly fans have been defending this guy tooth and nail for the last couple of years, and even now they're like, fuck this guy. Get this guy off my team. So, what happened? Ben Simmons has stood firm. I'm not going back to Philly. I'm not playing for you guys. Trade me. So much so that he was in LA. Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and Matisse Thybulle were apparently set to fly out to LA to meet up with Ben Simmons, whether this was amicable, whether this was to try to convince him to stay. Not sure what the context is about this. However, they were flying out to go to LA to meet up with Ben Simmons. And Ben Simmons said, do not fly over here. Do not get on a plane. Do not come here. So he is dead against going back there. This is Ben Simmons when Joel Embiid shows up at his door. Yeah. Ben Simmons does not want to be there. And Philly are only making everything worse by not trading him. Every little bit of leverage that Daryl Morey had with Ben Simmons trades, because there were teams who wanted him. Man, the Spurs, right before the draft, forget what the actual trade offer was. The Spurs offered a lucrative package to get Ben Simmons. And Daryl Morey said, no. And the Raptors, they never offered anything lucrative, but the 76ers wanted Van Vliet, OG, the 4th overall pick, and Kyle Lowry for Ben Simmons, which was like to Daryl Morey, right? Now, Simmons like, no, trade me. I don't want to be here. Daryl Morey's like, oh, well, we want to keep it. The other team's like, okay, Daryl, come on. Like, it's time. You got to trade him now. So any sort of leverage is gone. They could have gotten Brogdon in a first. Indiana offered that. Now, I'm going to admit, I think they could have gotten like a little bit more out of Indiana. But that's a pretty good trade. Brogdon, like the playmaker he is, the shooter that he is, like he's a 50-40-90 guy a couple years ago. Getting him in a first would have been crazy. Yeah, so with the Ben Simmons situation, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. And partially, this has a bit of an effect on the Raptors, because I was scared we're going to overpay for Ben Simmons, but now I know that can't happen because there's no way Masai Ujiri is going to overpay for a guy who has expressly said, I don't want to be here. Please trade me. And Ben Simmons, what he's doing in LA, apparently he's in the lab working on his game. So let's watch this elite Ben Simmons offseason tape. Let's see what Ben Simmons is doing in the offseason. Did Ben Simmons shoot? Apparently he's shooting. Apparently this guy's shooting. Gotta admit, these defenders are pretty ass. Not putting up much of a fight. Nonetheless, Ben Simmons is showing a willingness to shoot the ball. I'll never understand, by the way, how guys can like play in gray sweatpants. Like if I did any physical activity in gray sweatpants, oh man, that would not be a pretty sight. That would be very moisture driven. Anyways, yeah, he's really good editors. Guys, look, my man's shooting. Can we talk about that form for a second? Can we discuss this form? What are you doing, Ben? It went in, but, you know. I mean, that's John Wall, isn't it? I guess he's playing with some solid defenders. Oh, man, look at those sweatpants. Oh, okay. Here's how I know editor. Here's how I know he's working with some editor. Because his pants are like... Oh, they're always fucking drenched. His pants are like dry in these early clips. Then out of nowhere, they're just fucking drenched. How much footage are we missing here, right? Look how drenched his pants are all of a sudden. How much are you editing out of this? You know, it's like when you make an ad for a children's toy, you have some kids play with it for like 5 hours, then you pencil out the 20 seconds where the toy looks really cool and works. So when kids buy it, they think it's always gonna be like that, but in reality, 90% of the time, it doesn't work like it does in the commercials. This is Ben Simmons' commercial. Like, what is that form? He's never gonna be a consistent shooter shooting like that. He was like shooting on the way down. To be fair though, there are a lot of clips of him shooting. But I'm not prepared to say that an off-season workout tape is going to convince you of Ben Simmons' ability. I've said it on this stream before. I've said it on the Clips channel. I've said it on the main channel. That's the end of it. Until I see him do it in a game, I don't believe it. I don't believe whatever people say about Ben Simmons.